Sorry about that. Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio, and no, this is not a rant. This is not a rant. I'm saving that for Tuesday night. But wait a minute, did I say Tuesday night? Yeah, I did. Uh, OG and I discussed today about our podcast day and time, and when we first started this thing about 6 or 7 years ago, uh, we uh, we started out on Tuesday nights, and that worked really well. So we have decided to our podcast from this point on, and it's going to stay this way. We're not going to change it around. Uh, is going to be on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we hope you join us at that time and put that down, put it in your notes. And of course, we'll be posting a link tomorrow uh, as to so you can know about that show before it starts and be able to be ready for it. Anyway, man, like I said, I'm saving my rant for Tuesday night. But we did last night. Wait a minute, I'm not going to jump ahead of myself because I was going to jump to the Texas bar protests. But let me talk about this first. Unity in our community. I was talking to Paul Landers this morning with Texas Defenders, and he works closely with the Motorcycle Profiling Project and the Motorcycle Rights Foundation. And, no matter what we see going on out there, our community still needs to be united no matter what we see going on, because we have goals we want to accomplish. And right now, what I understand, the Motorcycle Rights Foundation is getting really close to a resolution or a law on motorcycle profiling that will have an effect, because it will directly affect from what I'm hearing, directly affect the ability for certain states to get funding from the federal government if they don't do something about motorcycle profiling. So let's all get together. If you take a visit to the Motorcycle Rights Foundation, all you do is got to Google it, take a look at it, see if you might want to join. We encourage you to do so, because they are the group here in Washington, D.C. that is working for us as bikers, as motorcyclists. So you can take that to the bank. Other groups like Texas Defenders and the Motorcycle Profiling Project, we do encourage you to go there and take their national survey, their 2020 survey. And also, we encourage you to go to our website, texasbikerradio.org, certain people. In our case, it's bikers, which we all know by motorcycle clubs are not gangs. They're not gangs. No matter what you call them, they're not gangs. And you can go to Motorcycle Profiling Project and see just why we think motorcycle clubs are not gangs. Go look at it. Go look at it. It's awfully important. It's awfully important that we stay together. It don't matter what kind of club you are, whether you're a 1% club or no percent club or just an independent biker. We all need to stay together no matter what we see going on out there. And let me tell you, there's a lot of bullshit going on out there. A lot. Are we tired of it? Hell yeah. But understand, bikers, many bikers, and you don't necessarily have to be in a club. All you got to be doing is going through certain cities. And we still have targets on our backs. And we still have people that are tied up in the court system. and many of them for carrying weapons legally. Legally, let me say. And like here in Texas, we have a motorcycle gang. It's not a survey; it's a motorcycle gang report that the DPS puts out every year. And of course, it's nothing but a cut and paste thing from year after year after year after year. That's all it is. Matter of fact is, I don't know who plagiarizes who, whether it's the FBI report or if it's the DPS report. But they do plagiarize each other. And of course, every damn police department in Texas says they've got input into it. But you know what? I doubt that. I really doubt that. But they're in there. They're in there. It's incredible. But let me move on. Let me move on, you guys. Like I said, I'm just here just for a short time to announce that we have moved the podcast to Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Standard Times, and there's reasons for that. But you know, we talked it over quite a bit today, and we decided to move it. And and this will be, like I said, this will be the last move for a long while. We may not ever move it again, as long as we're doing this, as long as we have the ability to do this. And understand, we're not here to sell you a damn T-shirt or a ball hat or get you to donate or anything else. We are here to serve you and give you information as best as we can find out. You know, because the truth is out there buried everywhere. Everywhere. So it don't matter what you're looking at. And you know what? We know there are certain biker groups that they don't like the politics. They don't like all that stuff. Let me tell you everything right now. Everything is political. If you think you're going to get away from that, well, you can just tune out and turn everything off. But understand, whether you're involved or not, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you, buddy or gal. It really is. So let's move on and talk about the bar protest last night. You know, first it was, I think it was here in the DFW area. Then it spread all over Texas, and then I think it went on from there, from state to state. I think I didn't see what the last sign up was on that thing. How many bars there was involved? But I'll tell you some my brothers in our motorcycle club. They went over to check the scene out of these places that were going to open up and defy the protests. Now, let me say one thing: these bars are already in the spotlight by the media, by the law, by the TABC, by all the powers that be out there. They're already in the spotlight. Some of them are on probation with their liquor license, everything else. So they were doing everything they could to comply with the China virus guidelines. They were doing everything they could. Matter of fact is they weren't serving alcohol, from what I understand. But you know what? We couldn't get into any of these places. Number one, because the rail club in Fort Worth was sold out. I think they were at 50% capacity, maybe a little less than that. So you can't get in if it's sold out, and they certainly wouldn't let us in, not even to just take a few quick pictures. But hey, that's the way it was. And then G. Willikers was the other local bar here in Arlington, Texas. So they didn't allow cuts. Oh, yeah, you're wearing a cut, you can't get in. Well, we're here to support your cause. We're here to donate, man. No, you can't get in, you're wearing a cut. We've got Antifa, the BLM, out destroying the damn country. And they're worried about cuts. They're worried about motorcyclists running up and down the highway. They're worried about bikers that may cross the white line or the stop sign. They're worried about bikers that may not fail to give a turn signal. They're worried about all this stuff. But as we pointed out many times, law enforcement has been missing the big picture because they're busy chasing motorcycles up and down the damn highway. But you know what? When they pull over a motorcycle, they know they're safe, even with a 1% club, because they're going to comply. I don't think I've seen a case yet where they haven't. So that's a pretty safe bet. It's not like stopping a BLM member or an Antifa member or anybody else that may be of danger to them. But understand what we've got going on here. Even though the country is being ripped apart by these groups out there, these left-wing groups, and the Democratic Party itself, and I don't mind saying that at all, and I'm going to. Is there a gang database for the BLM? Because they certainly are. Remind me of a gang. Is there a gang database for Antifa? I mean, is there any of this stuff going on? Do we see them being stopped and having their backpacks looked into for probable cause? What are they carrying in those backpacks? Are they carrying Molotov cocktails? Are they carrying weapons? What's going on out there? What the hell is going on out there? They haven't been focused for years as we see this country being torn apart from within. They're doing more damage to this country than Osama bin Laden ever thought of. Is George Soros under arrest? Because he's on record saying he will collapse this country. And that's certainly what the progressive Democrats are trying to do, all in order to try and unseat Donald Trump. That's where we're at, my friends. That's where we're at. And we can't get into a bar because of our cuts, because of cuts that we're very proud of. Cuts that are constitutionally protected. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Unity in our community. And I stole that from Paul Landers. Let me tell you, that's a good slogan. It's a good slogan. We'll use it as we go along here. But guys, let me wrap up here. Are you pissed off yet? Are you pissed off yet? Because as you guys know, I'm not watching any pro sports that's taking a knee or doing any of that bullshit, even if they're donating to the BLM. BLM Incorporated, who I understand has over $1 billion in their budget. Who has that money? What are they doing with it? That's enough money to rebuild these neighborhoods that they've destroyed. George Floyd has been forgotten. He's buried. He's gone. And so has his story because of the actions of the BLM and Antifa. I'm just saying. And I know there's people that are not going to like that, but you know what? That's tough. That's tough. We got to be who we are. We are a political group. We are a political group. This is what we do. And I do want to point out that the NFL has pledged $250 million to the BLM. That's in the news. Google it. $250 million. What could we do in our community with $250 million? So where are we headed with this, guys? Where are we headed? We hope to give you some insight on Tuesday night when I go into my rant, and I've got plenty to say. Plenty to say. Join us 8 p.m. Central Standard Time at Texas Biker Radio. You can watch it on Facebook at Texas Biker Radio News. You can go to our website at texasbikerradio.org. On the front page, it'll be right there. All you got to do is click on the link and watch it. And of course, you can always watch it anytime because it'll be up there for all to see until YouTube tries to mess with us. Like Facebook has. And let me tell you, Facebook put OG back into the fold. He did not do anything wrong. Let me tell you, OG, we can't even figure out what he did to deserve to be in Facebook jail. Because he certainly didn't post anything that would cause any violence. That's not us. It may be other people now, but we can't catch everything that goes across those screens. We got 5 people that monitor that stuff, and we still can't keep up. But hey, subscribe to our channel, spread the word. Everybody tune in. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I want to say hi to some guys on the chat line. Torque out of the Hill Country, Sons of Liberty Riders MC member, and Masters Workshop. How are you doing, buddy? How you doing? And Malachi. He's one of 3. One of 3. And I don't see brain damage there tonight. Wow. And Your Biker Lifestyles podcast, they're on there too. Hey, we salute you also. Let me tell you guys, it's rough what's going on out there. It's rough. Oh, hey, one other thing. From time to time, we do post other podcasts. You know, it's not all about us. It's not all about us. There are other podcasters that are really good, that deserve our attention, and so we're gonna post those people at TexasBikerRadio.org because they may cover another demographics, another age group, another group like a Second Amendment or something else. Those podcasters, we'd like to recognize them, and we'd also like to we'll embed their podcast on at TexasBikerRadio.org and let you know about them, because many of them are young, they're good, and they're like-minded, and so we want them to have some recognition, and their podcasts are doing real well. They're doing real well, and we certainly want to applaud them. And we want to applaud you for joining our podcast, for helping spread the word, and most of all, your love for two wheels. I'll ride till I can't, brothers. I'll ride till I can't. And on that note, you guys, have a good evening. Ride safe, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Yeah, we will. This is Popeye. Good night.